man is back.
Oh, okay, oh my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have delivered.
This is your boy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. Back at it with what could potentially be my last Kingdom Hearts 3 commentary video rather, for you guys, because this coming Friday, that Call of Duty Modern Warfare drops, and I'm going to be playing that game, getting some gameplay for the channel, and we're going to get back to some Call of Duty gameplay, some Call of Duty commentary, starting next week. Speaking of next week, there's a topic that, well, really two topics that I got to push on hold yet again. One of them I won't talk about for another 2 weeks, and another one I'm going to have to talk about next week. Because last week I mentioned how, the NBA is back at it with the news involving China. Well, to be more specific, it's LeBron James. And then Blizzard is back in the news involving China as they suspended a group of players. But we'll talk all about that next week. So why am I pushing these topics back again? Or in the China case, why am I pushing that back next week? Because the NBA season starts tomorrow. So today is Monday, October the 21st. The season starts Tuesday, the 22nd. And this video will be released Wednesday, the 23rd. And I'm going to have a second single that'll be out this Friday, the 25th. But, yeah, that's beside the point. So, I'm going to give you guys my NBA predictions. As I came up with this earlier Monday, obviously. So, this is before any of the regular season games were played and things of that nature. So, and this also including the news of Zion I made these predictions after hearing the news about Zion missing the first few games before it was announced that he's going to miss the first 2 months of action, 6 to 8 weeks. So hearing that really confirmed my prediction out west. But let's start off with the Eastern Conference with the Atlantic Division. So I got the Philadelphia 76ers winning that division. I mean, I don't see Boston, even though, I see Boston getting the number 3 spot, but let's be real. From going from Kyrie to Kemba, and they lost one other player, I forgot who it is, I think. I don't see Boston as a major player towards making it to the NBA Finals. I really, really don't. I see them as an elite team that can be a spoiler to the likes of Philly, to Milwaukee, to try and knock them out in the semifinals, whoever they face. And we'll get more of that later. But ultimately, I do not see Boston going to the finals. But I do see Boston getting the number 2 spot. Brooklyn, I see getting the number 3 spot. I'll take that back. Toronto, I see getting the number 3 spot. Followed by Brooklyn. And then it would be the New York Knicks. So, yeah, there you go with that. Then, let's move on to the Central Division. Unfortunately, the Milwaukee Bucks will win that division yet again. Next up on the list is the The Indiana Pacers. There we go. We get the number 2 spot in the division, followed by the Detroit Pistons. My Detroit Pistons. Next up is the Chicago Bulls, and then last, as they should be, is the crappy Cleveland Cavaliers. I got football in my head. Then let's move on to the Southeast Division. Miami winning that division. That's probably going to be the weakest division in the NBA. I'm letting you know right now. I'm looking at all these other divisions. The Southeast Division will be the weakest division in the NBA. But I got Miami winning that division, followed by Orlando, so Florida will run that division. Next up is Atlanta, then Washington, and then Charlotte. Charlotte will be in the contention, in my opinion, in terms of one of the weakest teams in the league, next to Cleveland and New York. And maybe Phoenix. Hopefully Phoenix can make a move upward. But at the very least, Charlotte, Cleveland, and New York. Those will be the 3 worst teams in the league. And unfortunately, they're all in the Eastern Conference. All right, let's move on to the Western Conference. Oh, wait, actually, no, I'll take the back. So my 8 teams from the East that I got going into the playoffs are as follows. I got Milwaukee with the number 1 seed. Philadelphia would be the number 2 seed, followed by Boston. Then it'll be Indiana, followed by Toronto. Then Brooklyn, and then some of you go grown at this one. Detroit, I got number 7, and then Miami, I got number 8. So I got the likes of Orlando being the odd team out here. Next up is the Western Conference. We're going to start things off with the Northwest Division. I got Denver winning that division, the close one over Utah. Utah will take the number 2 spot. Portland will get the number 3 spot, followed by Minnesota. And then OKC will finish dead last in that division. Next up is the ever so interesting Pacific division. Well, not the ever so interesting, but it's going to be really interesting now. I got the Clippers winning that division, followed by the Lakers, then Golden State. Next up is Sacramento, and then Phoenix. And then we got the Southwest division, where I got Houston winning that division, followed by San Antonio, then Dallas, then New Orleans, and lastly Memphis. So here's my 8 teams from the Western Conference. I got Denver with the number 1 seed, followed by the Clippers with the number 2 seed, then Utah, and then it would be the Lakers. Next up is Portland, followed by Houston, then Golden State, and then the San Antonio Spurs. If Zion was healthy, was playing in the first game, I'll probably have the New Orleans Pelicans get that number 8 spot over San Antonio, but I don't see that happening, so there you go. Now, let me give you guys my playoff prediction, starting with the East, first round. I got Milwaukee over Miami 4-1. Unfortunately, Philly over Detroit 4-2. Boston over Brooklyn 4-3. And Indy over Toronto 4-3. So the first round pretty much standard crow, which is boring. Let's move on to the second round in the East. I got Milwaukee over Indiana in a division showdown 4-2. And speaking of which, I got Philly over Boston division showdown 4-2. In the Eastern Conference Finals, I got Milwaukee defeating Philly 4-3, and Milwaukee will end up in the NBA Finals. But against who, though? Here we go. I got Denver beating San Antonio 4-2. The Clippers knocking off Golden State 4-2. Houston, as the 6th seed, will knock out Utah 4-2. And I got the Lakers knocking off Portland 4-3. Next up, I got the Lakers knocking off, who is it? Denver. Denver. I got the Lakers knocking off Denver 4-2. And the Clippers, at the end of the all, by the way. And the Clippers knocking off Houston 4-3. And then I got the Clippers with home field advantage, which is interesting since both the Clippers and the Lakers play in the Staples Center. But I got the Clippers knocking off the Lakers in the Western Conference semis 4-3. Setting up the Clippers against Milwaukee NBA Finals matchup, where I got the Clippers beating Milwaukee 4-2 to win their first NBA championship. So Dimes and Narc, you guys gonna like that prediction. So that's what I'm rolling about. What about the Clippers winning the NBA championship? Now I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna give you guys my MVP prediction. It's gonna be a tough one because first I was thinking LeBron James, but I'm hearing other names like the Greek Freak. I don't think he's gonna win it again this year. I like Steph Curry. So that's a good one right there. I'm going to roll with Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry will win the NBA MVP award, the regular season one or whatever. And I can see LeBron coming in second. But and then there was one more name that somebody mentioned that I really like as well. I can't think of who it is, though. It wasn't James Harden. I forgot who it was. But I'm going to roll with Steph Curry to win the NBA MVP award. So there you go. Those are my predictions for the upcoming NBA season. And I can't wait. This is going to be one of the best seasons in a long time. So I'm going to call it a wrap. So with all of that said, y'all know who this is. This boy New J Gatsby, a.k.a. the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.